Okay, so you want to take a trip down Hedera NFT memory lane with me for a second?
Let's
Okay.
do this.
So I think so. The thing is, so NFTs on Hedera like have a really crazy history, and I know that some folks might be watching that weren't a part of that history. And I think that it's a lot of it's due to the unique nature of the network. Like we've got the low fees, the royalties on the protocol, all these different types of things. I started buying NFTs on Hedera years ago, and I remember when the Hedera token service launched, I created some of my own projects and collections. There weren't many tools, including marketplaces, but it was a very exciting and special time. Um, I remember people purchasing NFTs through like Twitter DMs. I remember mints happening on Google Forms. We had problems in this ecosystem that no other network could have because it was so fast and cheap. And it really, I think, created this tight knit community built on trust because I remember buying NFTs where I would just DM someone on X, I would send them HBAR, and they would send me an NFT. That's like the worst way to go about things, but it's where this community came from, and it was so interesting. And so I kind of wanted to start our conversation in the past. Like, how did you get started in Hedera NFTs? What are kind of some of those memories you have, and why did you start an NFT marketplace on Hedera?
In terms of my personal journey, I came actually to Hedera, the NFT side of things, from a friend. We were together on the Ethereum side of things, on the NFT side, and then he told me, "Oh, but listen, Hedera also has an NFT scene," and I was like, "Oh, really?" Because I had HBAR for a long time, and actually, I had no idea there was an NFT scene on Hedera at that
Right.
point until he mentioned that. So I'm not from the time where NFTs were traded inside Discord chats or
Gotcha.
Google Forms, and there were already some platforms in place when I came to Hedera. And one of my stories, it's like I'm always super careful, but I like cute NFTs. And
Right.
I saw a mint for a cute little hamsters that were selling on a
Oh
platform. I
yeah.
don't remember the platform,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I saw that mint and I thought, okay, I'm going to mint a couple of hamsters because they are so cute. And I was on that Discord server, and the founder of the project was around at the time. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to mint a couple of hamsters. So I did. I got a gold hamster, and I was like super excited. Wow, a gold hamster! I never mint anything good, and I tell this to everyone. Like, I can have half the supply of a project if it's a whitelist, and I will not mint anything rare. This will happen. So I'm into the gold one. I was super excited. The gold
Nice.
NFT, yay, first time. A couple of days later, and I'm sure it was not more than a couple of days later, the founder rugged. So I was like, of course, I'm into
Days
the gold,
later.
of course. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Of course this happened because I'm into the gold hamster. It was
yeah,
me. So
man. That's
yeah.
it's so funny. I mean, people brought up too, like, I don't know if you were part of the whole access thing, right? With the metacores and different stuff like that. There are all these stories. Like I remember there was this like metaverse real estate land thing, like all these other projects. We've had our fair share of rugs in the Hedera NFT space and understanding kind of what like the definition of a rug is. But yeah, I've had my own situations being in projects similar to yourself, but I'm kind of surprised. Like a few days later, that is crazy. And then so you're in the NFT space, you're trying things out, you're diving into Hedera. Um, Most people don't go, well, I'm going to start an NFT marketplace. So what? How did that come about?
Actually, that part, the same friend introduced me to Hedera Sentient. We were Hedera Sentient at the time,
Right.
and Sam was launching art collections. Because for the ones that don't know, at the time, most people didn't know that Sam was a dev. So it was
Okay.
launching art collections because it was his escape from all the coding and his work. So then the conversation started because he decided he wanted a place to launch his own collections that would give him more options, more freedom for his own launches. This is now SentX that we all know, and from there, from the launchpad, it evolved naturally into the marketplace situation. And these things are so sometimes random, but it's
Yeah.
how the solid projects are born and stay around, because everything was derived from passion for the
Yeah.
ecosystem, wanting to have something different, to allow for more things during our own means. And then from that moment on, well, it is SentX now, with all the features that we know that they are a first for most ecosystems, like someone buying 400 NFTs at a time and pay
Right.
15 cents in fees. So yeah, it's still a record. It happened in May of this year, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, and it's still a record.
That's crazy.
Almost 500 NFTs at once. Yeah.
Wow, there are so many highlights like that in the ecosystem. And to your point too, I just wanted to highlight that there are so many projects like SentX, like Hashpack, all these different kinds of community projects that to your point started out very, I would say, organically, just as a couple of people with an idea. With the company I work for, Hgraph, with mirror nodes and stuff, same story. Like, everybody knows about Hgraph now, and we provide data analytics to, like, Hashpack is one of our customers, and like we're all over the ecosystem. And when you go to the Hedera.com website, the numbers that you see are from our mirror nodes, and it's so exciting. But we started out as like, it was a project between our CEO Tyler and Patches, and it was like, we've got this Hgraph Punks project, NFT project, and we got to get some data and this and that. And it's so, when it starts out organically and genuine, it has a great chance of like really growing into something incredible. And so I definitely relate to you on that kind of story. That's what I see. So many good projects start out that way.
Absolutely. And since we are doing this for the passion that we have for the ecosystem and for the tech, it's really hard for projects like ours to come into the ecosystem, because we are native here. We are born in Hedera, and then to decide, no, I'm tired with this. I'm moving away. It won't happen, because
Yeah.
we were born here and our roots are here.
I love that. Yeah. When you say we're born here, it's true. Like a lot of, like, maybe not yourself, cause you kind of came from Ethereum, but for a lot of people, including myself, like HBAR was like the real first dive into crypto. So there is this, like, again, I was talking about the early NFT space, and there is this kind of tight knit community. So I agree with that 100%. Now,